Okay, I be right back, yeah? I go to the toilet and then I come back. Who is sabotaging you? I don't know, bro. Okay. So, let's see the scripts. Yo, yo, yo. Let's check this like attack when they want to do it and stuff. I told you this is gonna happen, by the way. I was once again right. My timing on these things is always so immaculate also. I don't do this conspiracy shit for fucking months. Then I do it. I talk about the next step. The next step happens after fucking 1 day I did the conspiracy stream. Every time. Did you ever notice that? Do they watch my streams? Does fucking Netanyahu time this shit? So, Operation Iron... Let me see, what is it called again? Operation Iron Strike. Ah, yeah. Operation Iron Strike. Israel and Iran be at war again tomorrow night on the stroke of midnight. Operation Midnight Hammer? What? Israel, Iran...
Approved a new military operation, Operation Iron Strike. The Israeli War Cabinet has just wrapped up a meeting regarding Iran and Lebanon, in which officials are telling the media that Operation Iron Strike has been approved. All of the details regarding this are completely unknown when it happens or who it's even against, but in the past 24 hours there has been a massive shipment of anti-air missiles and other aircraft equipment into Israel. United States, and it's following the same exact timeline we saw last June before Israel struck Iran. And the Iranians, on the other side, are having massive protests around the country, and as of right now, they are not.
I told you this protest shit is artificial. They started it themselves and then they reported in the media and now the strike comes. Like, the timing of it is so fucking on point. Protests erupt. 1 day later, Operation Iron Strike announced. Okay.
Threatening the Iranian government whatsoever. Also, Russian cargo planes have been in and out of Iran like we have never seen before. I'm talking 6-7 flights a day that are arming Iran to the teeth. Operation Iron Strike is a confirmed name of the operation that has been approved. Everything else right now is unknown. Follow me.
Okay. Man, I can't be asked for this shit. I ignored the ceasefire. I knew it's bullshit. Who really thought the ceasefire is legit? They said, yeah, the war ended. What are you talking about? Greenland, what is this about? They want to attack Greenland, for what reason? Thank you, man. Thank you, RJ.
You look up and down the coast here. We need Greenland for national security, not for minerals. We have so many sites for minerals and oil and everything. We have more oil than any other country in the world. We need Greenland for national security. And if you take a look at Greenland, you look up and down the coast, you have Russian and Chinese ships.
Okay, so the next in line after Venezuela is Greenland. What the fuck? Every day a new country.
Denmark, Rasmus Jarlow is a member of the Danish Parliament, joining us live from Copenhagen. And let's start with the White House Deputy Chief of Staff's comments there. What is your response to Stephen Miller when he
I have some friends in Pakistan.
Denmark's territorial claim over Greenland?
I will try to say this as politely as I can, but it is quite shocking that a person who's in charge of this completely illegitimate land claim on Greenland knows so little about the history and the background of why Greenland belongs to Denmark. The United States themselves have signed at least 3 treaties where they recognize Greenland as part of Denmark. They did it in 1917 when we sold the US Virgin Islands to the United States. Part of that treaty was that they should recognize Greenland as part of Denmark. It has been approved in New York in the UN Plenary Assembly by the entire world that Greenland is integrated into Denmark. And the history goes all the way back to Viking times, when the Vikings settled in Greenland in 982. And since 1380, so for 646 years, Greenland has belonged to Denmark, uninterrupted and undisputed the entire time. So this may be one of the most well-established ownerships of territory in the world. It is not disputed by anyone. It has never been disputed by the United States themselves. And they really should know these things before almost starting a war with an allied country.
So what is likely the response with Stephen Miller here today? This administration doesn't seem to care, sir.
No, he doesn't care. He goes on TV to talk about how Greenland has 30,000 people. They have 57,000, so it's also off on the facts about Greenland. They don't seem to care about the facts and the reality in Greenland, which is also that the United States has exclusive and full military access to Greenland already. So this talk about needing Greenland for security is complete nonsense. The United States can put as many troops in Greenland as they want. They have chosen to only have 150 troops currently, downscaling from 15,000 troops in the 50s and 60s. And that also shows that it's not true when they're talking about the need for a large military presence in Greenland. They talk about that the United States are the only ones that can protect Greenland. But the fact is that they're the only ones threatening Greenland. Neither China nor Russia are threatening Greenland.
Right.
They don't have any intention of taking Greenland. The only ones that have that intention is the United States. And this is a very sad situation to be in for Greenland. And
so what... Yeah, I guess this begs the question, what happens next, right? European leaders reacting today with that joint statement, reaffirming what many have said already, that only Greenland, and you are echoing this, only Greenland and Denmark will determine Greenland's future. Do you think the European statement is strong enough?
No.
And will Trump get the message?
I don't think it's strong enough. I'm afraid the Americans are not going to stop. We don't know if they're going to attack Greenland militarily or not. We will defend it, and in that case, we would be at war. We would be fighting each other, which is completely absurd. And it's very hard to disagree with our Prime Minister's analysis, even though I'm in opposition to her. But you cannot disagree that if the United States attacks a NATO country, there is no alliance. We have an alliance with the Americans and with other NATO countries to have our territories protected from others taking it. And if you start taking territory from your allies, that's not compatible with being allies. That's the actions of enemies, not of allies. So it would be the end of the Western alliance. Nobody's going to want to be in an alliance with someone that tries to take territory from allies. But I don't think it's the most likely scenario. I think the more likely scenario is that the United States is going to make an economic offer to the Greenlanders, trying to bribe them into becoming part of the United States, which is equally unacceptable. I mean, imagine China going to Hawaii, trying to bribe the people there to leave the United States to become part of China. Greenland is not a colony. It's an integrated part of Denmark. It is no more a colony of Denmark than Alaska or Hawaii is a colony of the United States.
One other reason Greenland is back in the headlines is not just because, of course, we've heard both Stephen Miller and the US president threaten Greenland. It is partly why Stephen Miller was asked about this, because his wife, a conservative political figure in her own right, posted this image of Greenland with a US flag there, with the one-word caption, soon. So what is the received wisdom? What's your intel? What are you and your colleagues in the Danish Parliament, what do you believe may happen next and when at this point? Well, I mean, when you see that post, do you expect there to be action in the days, weeks to come?
We certainly can't rule it out. We can't know what the American next step will be, but we certainly can't rule it out. They're not ruling out military action themselves. They've been asked the question numerous times, and they refuse to rule out military action against Denmark and Greenland. So we have to be ready for that, unfortunately, which is completely absurd. But as I said before, I think the more likely scenario is that they're going to try to make an economic offer to the Greenlanders to make them leave Denmark to become part of the United States. You have to understand that only 6% of the people in Greenland want to leave Denmark to become part of the United States.
What does that mean? So the United States fucking goes now to Greenland and says, now you are part of the American empire and that's it? Oh, okay. Fair enough. What is Andrew Tate, this fucking idiot, saying, bro? I don't understand him, bro. I hate this guy so much. He talks bare fucking shit. Man, NATO is not gonna do shit, man.
And other Danish officials are responding to a Twitter post from your wife, Katie Miller, herself a former.
What is this guy's name? Stephen Miller. Okay.
And other Danish officials are responding to a Twitter post from your wife, Katie Miller, herself a former Trump White House official, showing Greenland covered with an American flag, saying soon. After that was posted, President Trump repeated the claim that the U.S. needs Greenland for national security reasons. The Danish Prime Minister responded to this in an interview earlier today, as reported by Bloomberg, quote, "I believe one should take the American president seriously when he says it wants Greenland, but I will also make it clear that if the U.S. chooses to attack another NATO country militarily, then everything stops."
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. I need to check something. Oh man. This can't be fucking real, bro. Okay. Alright. What a surprise. Okay, let's see what he has to say.
Including NATO, and thus the security that has been established since the end of the Second World War. Can you rule out that the U.S. is ever going to try to take Greenland by force?
Well, let me go back a step. The president has been clear for months now, so I know you're treating this as breaking news. The president has been clear for months now that the United States should be the nation that has Greenland as part of our overall security apparatus. The United
Right, but
States,
your wife posted that like hours after the Venezuela operation.
No, but
that's why it's newly relevant.
No, I'm not, and I'll talk with you about it for an hour. I think it's a really important conversation. I just wanted to reset, Jake, by making clear that it has been the formal position of the U.S. government since the beginning of this administration, frankly, going back into the previous Trump administration, that Greenland should be part of the United States. The president has been very clear about that. That is the formal position of the U.S. government.
Right, but can you say that military action against Greenland is off the table?
What do you mean military action against Greenland? The Greenland has a population of 30,000 people, Jake. The real question is, by what right does Denmark assert control over Greenland? What is the basis of their territorial claim?
What is the basis of fucking America's claim? What the fuck, man? This Hurensohn, bro. It's always the same fucking bastards, man. Islam will fall to a bacon cheeseburger. Okay. Did you notice the blue tie? Bro, I saw his face and I knew what he was. It's too easy. Don't need to look at his tie, bro. Look at his face.
کیرم تو ناموستون بره مادر جنده سوختی
Warum die Leute demonstrieren, die sind gegen ihre eigene Regierung, aber das Problem ist, die Israelis wollen halt Besitz ergreifen von Iran. Das ist nicht in deren Vorteil. Das ist so wie Afghanistan oder Irak, wenn die so sich freuen, oder Syrien und dann werden die gefickt. So, das endet nicht gut für die am Ende des Tages. That is a solid amount of people, I would say. That is really a solid amount.
Is the place where late last night they brought in a lot of reinforcements, armored vehicles, essentially military equipment, and water cannons and everything else. But young people,
Nee, ich finde die
including
nicht
women,
gut. Ich finde die nicht gut, aber ich finde die besser, als wenn da jetzt zum Beispiel irgendwelche Juden das Land regieren. Das finde ich natürlich dann noch schlimmer. Das ist ja immer dasselbe. Die machen das ja so, dann ist Gaddafi wird gefickt, dann wird das Land gefickt. Saddam Hussein wird gefickt, dann wird das Land gefickt. Afghanistan, Irak ist überall immer Copy-Paste, dieselbe Scheiße. Immer wie dieselbe Kacke, Bruder, immer dieselbe Kacke. Und die freuen sich auch noch, weißt du? Und dann am Ende werden die dann merken, oh Scheiße, das ist ja jetzt noch schlimmer. Ja, das Konzept, das Problem ist aber, die verstehen das nicht, weil die gehen da emotional ran. So emotionally, they are always happy because they feel oppressed by the government and shit. But the problem is the government is also oppressed by the other people. Their famine and the fucking bad living circumstances is not necessarily only because of their own government, it's because of the surroundings. But they can't just understand that. So yeah, this is my home country, so therefore obviously I have more interest towards this, but yeah. Most people, like most Iranian people, when I talk to them, they are happy about this. You have to understand, they are very happy currently. It's like when Venezuelan people, they celebrate that Maduro is gone because they say he's bad and this and that, but this guy here is gonna be worse. Like, they want to implement him instead of the government now, and this guy is a Zionist. Or like a hardcore Zionist. Oh, this is gonna be rough, bro. This is gonna be very, very, very big, man. Fuck. Don't they just want him because he's the son of the last Shah? No, they want him because of this. That is his father. Okay, he is anti-Zionism and he gets removed. That is his son. He is pro-Zionism. Like, he is the exact opposite of his father, like the polar opposite. You see, this is the reality of this guy. And this is why they want him. Whoever fucking pledges allegiance to them, well, you know. Didn't he get forced? No, bro. The thing is, he just pledges alliance to them and says, yeah, I'm gonna be a good fucking guy for you. And then he goes into Iran. And then essentially it's gonna be like how America is controlled by Israel. So you have then the president that gets his orders from Jerusalem, and then Iran is the same. They get their orders from Jerusalem too. Just a fall guy. It's always the same fucking script, bro. That is him, by the way. Always the same script. Why do they kiss the wall? What does the wall mean? The wall is like the remains of the temple of Solomon, but it's not really, so I don't even know why they say it is, but they say it is. So let's just say, okay, that's true. So when they do this, they pledge allegiance to world Zionism. So then you are a puppet to them. Because these guys control the world at the end of the day. Yeah, and now he's basically saying to the Iranian people that you should all go out on the streets and fight against the government, and that the United States and Israel is going to help you destroy your regime and stuff like that and take over. And then I'm going to come and represent you. But he's not going to really represent them. He's just like a fall guy, like in the middleman. It's a long day.
pray and hope that 2026 will be
make Iran great again. Okay. No, Lindsey Graham is not Jewish. She's Southern Baptist Christian, member of the Corinth Baptist Church. Irish, English, descent in Central. Reliable sources include his official Senate biography, Research Center reports on congressional religious events. Graham is a strong supporter of Israel. Okay, he is not Jewish. Okay, good to know. I wanted to know if he's Jewish. He is a Zionist, but he's not a Jewish Zionist. A Christian Zionist. You have Christian Zionists, obviously.
Their freedom. The long-suffering Iranian people will regain their freedom. They will make Iran great again. And our two ancient peoples.
Sure.
Our two ancient peoples, the people of Israel and the people of Iran, will restore a friendship that will benefit the entire world.
Okay.
Happened even before Khamenei is dead. And what I think change looks like.
Len Khodorkovsky. Okay, let's see who this is then. Yes. Full name Leonid Khodorkovsky. Born in Ukraine, is Jewish. Okay, this guy is Jewish, alright.
After the Islamic Republic is in this room. It's at this table. And His Royal Highness is the change.
What I think about Armenians, you suffered a genocide by these people, so yeah, you have been wronged. And you have a very old history. You are very old people. Rich culture. But yeah, you have been genocided.
That's actually not just me saying that. That is what the Iranian people have been conveying for a while now. Regardless of what the official, and as Natan Sharansky said, the Sovietologists and the Iran experts have no idea what and when change really comes. Today, the regime is in power, and tomorrow it's not. I think it's time to unite behind His Royal Highness Reza Pahlavi. I think the choice is clear. There's darkness and there's light. There's terrorism and then there's peace. There's goodwill and then there's hatred and destruction. Let's stop waiting for the forces of nature and forces of history to do the work for us and help the Iranian people to get behind a leader who's capable of bringing this change, and let's get it done, before, so that Khamenei himself can see that change during his miserable life.
Thank you.
Okay.
Change may happen.
You see how all these Jewish accounts for some reason are so, all of a sudden, they want to free Iran. Free yourself first. It's not politically correct to use the term regime change, but if the current Iranian regime is unable to make Iran great again, why wouldn't there be a regime change? Okay. Oh, yeah. I can't be asked for this dog shit, man. What's happening with Iran? They want to do a military strike with America and Israel against Iran. It's called Operation Iron Strike. And it got approved yesterday. We don't know when they will attack, if it is tonight, tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, but it's gonna happen. Yup. Bro, I've been telling you guys this is gonna happen. Long time. 5 years. Been telling you. It's always these two fucking idiots, man. Always Lindsey Graham. Man, this is so annoying, bro.
ایرانیان خارج از کشور ما ایرانیان جز یکدیگر یار و یاوری نداریم. این روزها همیهنانمان در ایران برای داشتن حداقل‌های زندگی سختی می‌کشند.
What are they saying the reason for the strikes is removing the government and basically putting this guy as the new guy in the government. So you know how they remove Maduro in Venezuela? They want to do now the same with Iran. And for some reason also they want to claim Greenland. Like Greenland is part of Denmark, but they want to make it part of the American empire. So yeah, they are I don't know. I feel like they said Greenland is not strong enough to military intervene anyway, so the focus is only on Iran. I know about the Iranian religion before Islam. It was called Zoroastrian. It's like fire worshipment. They worship the fire, kind of. Let me guess, the guy is Jewish. He went to Israel onto the wall, kissed the wall. He's a Zionist, but he is not Jewish. His daughter is married to an Israeli, but yeah. That comes... This is why they are so focused on this one dude to take over, because he is basically with them. He just works for Israel. He's a politician that works for Israel. Simple as that. You know how with APEC they do it with Trump and Biden and fucking all these other guys? Copy paste now for Iran. Same shit. Not a single country can govern themselves, bro. It needs to always be these chosen people.
The media is getting the situation in Iran fundamentally wrong. This is not an economic protest. This is not about bread prices or inflation alone. This is a nationwide demand to end the Islamic Republic after 47 years of repression. Across Iran, from Tehran, Isfahan, Shiraz, and Qom to Kermanshah, Lorestan, Khuzestan.
What did she just say? Isfahan. Oh shit. Remember when I told you guys that you should, like, when you watch the news in the, like, coming months or days, you should look out for this specific fucking city, that it will be mentioned soon.
Shiraz and Qom to Kermanshah, Loristan, Khuzestan, and dozens of other cities. Iranians are chanting no to Gaza, no to Lebanon. I give my life for Iran, along with death to the dictator. And this is the year of blood. Saeed Ali will be toppled. These are not reform slogans. These are regime change slogans. Protesters are openly calling for freedom, for sovereignty, and yes, they're chanting, this is the final battle, Pahlavi will return. Reviving Iran's national identity in direct rejection of Islamist rule. Government buildings have been torched, regime vehicles have been set on fire, violent clashes are underway between protesters and the Islamic regime's forces. And how is the regime responding? With brute force, dispatching elite special ops units. Besieged forces have reportedly moved in unmarked ambulances without license plates. Helicopters have been deployed across multiple provinces, dozens arrested and several killed. And the real numbers are almost certainly higher. So when Western media or so-called analysts reduce this to an economic grievance or something that can be negotiated with the regime, that's not ignorance. It's deliberate obfuscation, and it serves one purpose: preserving the regime by denying what the Iranian people are clearly saying out loud. This is a revolution of dignity, a demand for self-determination, a rejection of Islamist rule, not a plea to reform it. Anyone who refuses to say that plainly isn't being cautious. They're choosing the side of the regime.
I wonder when they will attack. Fuck knows, bro. Fuck knows. What shall I tell you, man? It's a long day, bro. We just can't watch, I guess. What? Is that legit? Is Grok getting anti-Semitic again, or? Well, these are old. What the fuck? Did she just run that guy over? Oh shit. Bro, there's a guy underneath the bus, bro. Doesn't look fucking AI generated to me.
Decision and action to restore freedom and justice to that region.
What the fuck is this? How many people you think that is? I would say a solid 20,000 maybe. Dude, be careful, that thumbnail looks really bad. What thumbnail? What thumbnail? I'm just looking at the news about war. I will remove this stream anyway after I'm done. Ah, the Grok Trump picture. Oh, okay. Yeah, but I didn't fucking write it or say anything. It's just what Grok is posting. It's not my fault. I didn't say this is good or it should happen. Okay, bro. The judge presiding over Netanyahu's corruption case has been found dead in a suspicious accident. Okay. What is happening tonight, bro? What the fuck? A lot of shit is happening tonight, bro. A lot of fucking shit. Yo, what's up? Damn, imagine you're driving through the city and you see this. It's very dangerous to live in Iran right now. Wow, this is 10 years ago? That looks insane. Let me see this. What do you mean 300 FPS? What are they fucking playing this on RTX 8950 Ti? Looks good though. Like, it looks good. With ray tracing, it looks really, really good. This is with path tracing. So the game has the cyberpunk technology. That is cool. Game's gonna look nice. Wow, this game looks nice.
If you want to destroy China, you will be destroyed. If you want to impose nuclear war on China, you will be wiped out by nuclear war. This is very serious. China's policy is very clear. China will not fire the first shot, but China will not allow you to fire the second shot. If you have not watched the Victory Day parade in Beijing on September the 3rd, one of the weapons China demonstrated is a missile with all the warheads. We call it 61 because it can contain 60 nuclear warheads plus one hydrogen bomb. Now, in the world of today, let me tell you, which country has hydrogen bomb? China is the only country with hydrogen bomb. And that ICBM can cover every corner of the world in less than 20 minutes and destroy any target in any corner of the world without any possibility of being intercepted. I hope Washington has learned the lesson.
Bro, fuck knows, man. It's fried, bro. I can't be asked for this shit. Bro, man. Man, I just wanna fucking play video games and fucking chill and go to work and live my life and not this fucking shit, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go off, bro. This puts me off a dead vibe, man. I thought we had a little bit more time. Good night.